Hi, I'm Katie Barr, and this is BocaMatters. Boca Brightline remains a lively topic of discussion. Recently, we gave voice to residents in the area that will be impacted by the train coming to the downtown area. Today, we'd like to speak with someone who has a commercial interest in the neighborhood. Colton Ralston is the owner of Boca Scooters, and he's joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So nice to have you, Colton. So what are your thoughts on the coming Brightline train?
Initially when I heard that there was a train coming to Boca, I was excited. And then all of a sudden I started hearing about little dealings that were going on behind the scenes with the land that's just south of the library. And I run a business on one of the buildings that's on this parcel of land. And I started hearing that the owners were signing non-disclosure agreements, and they want to bring the train station to Boca, but a very important part of the deal is that they are able to purchase the land just south of the train station, and the city will rezone it for residential use.
Well, just to clarify, your business, Boca Scooters, has been in the downtown area for how long?
10 years.
And you're on
Yeah.
First Avenue?
First Avenue, yep, facing Meisner.
I follow Boca Scooters on Facebook, and I know you've got about 10,000 likes.
Yes, that's right.
So it's not a small thing.
We're one of the largest scooter dealers in the country. Florida, as a state, is the largest scooter riding state in the country, and there's not even a close second.
Wow.
So more scooters are driven, purchased, rented, all of it. It's a viable form of transportation here in Florida, whereas many other states it's not.
True, that's
so
true.
it's the low-cost transportation business, and getting people to and from FAU. It's just it's a wildly popular thing around here.
So that neighborhood, in a way, could maybe use a little bit of a facelift, but it's kind of a landmark, your business.
I mean, look, I agree. It's hard to compete with big business.
Right. Right.
That something that's not being talked about is that all of that land just south of the where the station would be, they want that, and they want it to be rezoned for residential so they can put a tower.
So how do you know that, Colton?
Because I've been to the meetings.
And have you been informed already by the landlord that he's selling or they're selling?
Yeah, they're under contracts.
Have they given you a timeline of when you have to be out?
It just depends whether the city passes it.
Are you looking at different locations?
My particular type of business is tricky because I require an automotive use, a building that's zoned for automotive use, and has to be zoned for sales and repair. And in Boca, that's very limited. So the inventory that I can pick from is very limited. If I find something that's down a little street, it's got very little visibility, and of course, if you go to Del Rey, where there's more options. Most of it is large dealerships,
right.
Chevy, Toyota, Honda.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you spoken to your fellow merchants in the neighborhood?
People think it's a good idea to bring a train. A lot of people I've talked to are very upset as well. But people think it's a good idea to bring a station here, as do I.
Right,
but
you're not against the station.
No, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
I would love a station. But what's not being talked about is what's going on with my land. With the land that my business is on.
Right.
And I've been there for almost 10 years.
Wow.
I don't own the land, but you've got my landlord under contract. They're holding them up to see what they want to do, and everyone's signed non-disclosure agreements, and none of it's being talked about though.
So, but do you know it's Brightline? I mean, how do we know who's buying the land or under contract? Could it be local developers?
No, because it's. I know who it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's not a coincidence that the mayor got a letter on his desk saying that the Brightline wants to bring the train station to Boca, and within 4 days my building's under contract. And I've been trying to buy this building for years.
Oh my gosh.
I've wanted it the whole time.
Oh, wow.
And it was never for sale. Now it's for sale and sold.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So if the city council were sitting here with us today, what would you like to say to them?
with this train station being leased from the city, as part of the deal, they're going to purchase the land that my business is on. And it's very important to me that I'm included in part of this last mile. And, if they're going to rezone for residential, it's important to me that they think about me as part of that and rezone that so I have an opportunity to try and be in that building. And right there is, with the station, scooters, Meisner, downtown, footbridge, trolleys.
It's a no-brainer.
I think so.
I think that's reasonable.
Because I'm Boca Scooters. I've been here a long time. I live here. I don't want to leave Boca.
Right.
And I'd like to continue doing business in the city of Boca
We want
Raton.
you to stay, for sure.
I don't want to go. So,
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. And we certainly appreciate you coming in today, and we'll be following closely what happens with the city rulings.
Okay.
Thank you, Colton.
Thank you.
That's it for today, everyone. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.